Hey guys, welcome in. My name is Anthony Grizz Goal Sibilia. How are you guys doing today? I am joined by Endo Mills. Endo, how are you doing, buddy?
I'm doing great, man. It's glad to have you on here to do this big cast of this major event happening right now with the ECL Winter 1v1 semis and final happening here live with you guys over here at sportsgamer.gg.
That is absolutely right. The players are live in person. Lands nothing better than that. Fortunately, we're not there, but hey, we're going to make do. Let's take a look at our round of 16 and figure out how everyone got here. So, Endo, walk me through the round of 16. Any surprises, maybe any upsets that you're seeing here on this bracket?
Okay, so some of the big ones that stick out to me right now here is the number 2 seed team we just getting swept here by Tump. So far it looks like it was a big matchup there and something that we're definitely looking forward to seeing over in the second round. We'll talk about more of that a little bit later. And then as well as Sisu taking a sweep on Nikki Dangles. That's also big too. Sisu's also the youngest player currently active in the ECL 1v1, and he's actually going to be someone here on the semifinals we're going to look at as well too. Those are the two major ones that kind of stick out to me a little bit, and I can't wait to see what we have in store for the rest of the rounds and the rest of the matchups.
Absolutely. Everything kind of business as usual after the round of 16. Let's take a look at our bracket and take a look at the round of 8. So here is our official playoff tree. And Endo, walk me through some of these matchups.
Yeah, again, Ekin going through to the quarterfinal of the semis was definitely something that people saw. Unfortunately, he will have to miss this event due to some health issues, but he's doing alive and well. He's well and good. And to fill his space, we have Eki, who unfortunately was eliminated by Hanselino, but he will be filling in to face off against Sisu here in the semifinal coming up for you guys shortly. Other than that, it's just all systems go, and it's great matchups that we've had so far, and something to see coming up here in the next little bit as well.
Absolutely. And as you get a good look at our semifinals here today, Sisu taking on Eki Artuzio, taking on Hanselino. So maybe one of the most decorated, if not the most decorated European player in Eki, taking on the 16-year-old. Man, that is going to be a phenomenal matchup. Now let's take a look at our captain head to head.
I'll take a
So,
look
Endo,
right
walk me
here.
through what you're seeing here between both Eki and Sisu. I did mention 16 years old, not a lot of LAN experience, maybe his first LAN. Walk me through this.
Yeah, both these guys both went undefeated in the regular season. There, the goal differential is a little bit different in certain aspects. I believe it's also kind of the same. Eki being a offensive firehouse there, getting 75 goals for and goals against, a little bit on the 30 range. Seems like Sisu's more of a defensive guy, kind of getting his goals when he needs to and kind of pull them back a little bit. He does have 2 less games played in the regular season. You can see over here for the playoffs as well. It looks like it's kind of the same story in terms of more being balanced on Eki's side. And then for Sisu, just having 47 goals is something you definitely want to see. These are two guys who can put the puck in the back of the net, whether it's for 1v1 or even 6v6 or stuff in the ECL Elite and Pro divisions, respectively. And I can't wait to see what they go on here head to head and fighting for a chance to go see whoever is going to be in the final next to them.
So just to kind of recap, it was the regular season for Eki scoring more goals for, but giving up more goals. But in the playoffs, that kind of switched gears a little bit as Sisu, 47 goals for, just 12 against. So for Eki, he's going to really lean on that experience to try and slow Sisu down now being on land where he's comfortable. He said in the past he believes the best player does win on land, and experience is one of the biggest factors in why he's had so much success. Without further ado, I believe we are going to interview both of the contestants prior to them getting matched up. So let's take a look over there at our interviews.
Taken. What are kind of your feelings going into this finals event, and what's your mindset after getting this second chance?
Well, totally new situation for me. Never been in a situation where I get eliminated from the tournament and still I have a second chance. But I feel like this is great for me, especially like I've been struggling kinda during 23, but the last week or so my games have actually gone super good. So yeah, I'm actually kinda excited to see how this goes.
Thank you, Eki. Let's get Sisu at the interview point. Yes, so now I'm here with Sisu. This is going to be our first time ever on LAN. Go a bit through your feelings heading into this finals event, and what's your mindset heading into the series against Eki?
Same time, so excited, but little bit nervous.
All right, that'll be it. Let's head back to the studios and get these guys playing.
All right, so Endo, let's take a look here. It's like I said, it's all of the experience versus none of the experience. He's a young phenom in the space, is Sizu, but now you're under the big lights. You're playing one of the most experienced players in the space. Do you think Sizu has a chance here? Is Eki going to get back to business? If there's one person you don't want to give a second chance to, it's definitely Eki. And I don't want to say he struggled in 23 because he certainly has not, but he has not met his own expectation that he always sets out to be the #1 player each and every year, as we saw him win the European GWC last year. Do you have a prediction for us?
The way I see it, it's kind of a David versus Goliath kind of effect right now. Like you have Sisu, who again, he's the youngest person in here, the youngest guy even being up here as well. Like you said, this is his first ever LAN event, and so this is definitely something he's really. I'm not sure if he has any nerves or he's ready to go and just going to hop in. We're definitely going to see maybe a little bit aspects of that in the beginning of the first period. I think it's going to be a close series. Eki's saying that, he's had a little bit of struggles, but he did work hard to get back to where he was before and kind of improve his game a little bit. So I think it's going to be really, really close. It's redemption for Eki, who's given a second chance, like a Phoenix down, to get back up and possibly get a championship tonight. And in the case of Sisu, it's kind of proving yourself even more that you may be the youngest guy there, 16 years old. Like,
Man,
I was not competing in LANs when I was 16 years old. I was still playing with Lego blocks. I'm going to be very
wasn't
honest
even
with
thinking
you.
about it. Wasn't even on the radar.
Not at all. I had no idea I could play competitive hockey, virtual hockey like this at 16 years old and compete with the best of the best in Europe. That's insane.
So as good as Sizu has shown himself to be, like I said, one of the young phenoms in the space, certainly deserving to be in this top 4, has secured his spot as a name. We're going to get into our first game here, and we have the Boston Bruins taking on Carolina Hurricanes. It is Sizu in the Bruins and Eki in Carolina. Let's get started, and it's Eki with the first possession. Walks in with, now Nikas wide right, takes us in behind the goal. Eki maintaining possession. Swings it up the right boards, back to Slavin. Slavin walks in, doesn't shoot. You're going to see a lot of patience here out of Eki, waiting for the right shot. There's one, and steered aside into the corner, back up the boards, held alive. Eki driving, looking for that opening goal on his first possession here. Curls back around the face-off dot, back down below the trapezoid. Swings it back up the boards into the slot. Svechnikov, back for Aho. Shot doesn't go through. Rebound hits the glass in behind. Eki still with a good possession here offensively. Couple of chances, nothing doing just yet. Walks around on the forehand, finding Aho. Top line still going to work here for Eki. Looking to work his way into slot, bumped off the puck, gets it back left-hand side. Swings it up to the blue line, takes a walk. Shifting gears here as he finds Slavin. Walks wide right, back up top, Aho. Drop pass, now driving on the left side. Still waiting for an option towards the net, Aho. Walks in off the boards. No one-timer option available just yet. Nikas swings that one back, Slavin. Eki sends that one off the boards, and Aho regains possession. Strong opening possession here as Eki not able to get towards the net once again. Good line defense, not giving him a lane. Now on the left-hand side once more. Swings it across. Lindholm able to intercept that one. We'll see if he can clear here. How about that opening possession there from Eki?
Yeah, great possession. Great working his way to find an opening shot or open opportunity. Seems trying to find the puck and find the passes more and finding that perfect shot opportunity instead of just throwing things on net and seeing what sticks. Good play here from a guy getting a second chance.
Absolutely, as walks in over the line, does Eki with Stahl, looks backdoor shot, pad save by Olmark. Is now looking for the counterpunch is Sizu. Works this one across the blue line into the offensive zone. Hall going no further as it's turned around. Now drop pass here for Eki, finds Jarvis on the wing, Pacioretty. Looking to squeak by his man, curls it back on the left side hash. Flirting with the face-off dot as he squeaks his way down below Jarvis. Back up top, Stahl looking for the backdoor pass. Pacioretty spinning backhand, and it goes in. There is our first goal from Eki. Maybe not the goal that you're used to seeing, but it counts nonetheless. Eki, a strong showing here, gets the first goal.
You can definitely see the weight on Eki's back just kind of lifting a little bit, knowing that he gets the first goal, first shot, first goal over here for him. And something you definitely want early on is get that first goal and have that first lead in the first game.
Teravainen for Eki back into the offensive zone. Has a 1-goal lead, looking for 2. Swings that one into the slot. Olmark covers up, plays it out into the corner. As it's dug out by Sisu. Now Hall on the right-hand side. He's going to have a burst of speed. Edges out his man, goes in behind the net. Wrap attempt stifled by Eki, able to get a stick on it. Intercepted once again on the clearing pass from Eki, as Sisu will look to clear his own zone. He does. DeBrusque back to Clifton. Swings it up to Coyle. Here comes Sisu with DeBrusque. Still with the puck as he looks backdoor. Nobody home. Takes this one along the boards up the left-hand side for Smith. Driving in behind the net. As he's switching gears, looking for his pass out in front. As now he does. Intercepted. And now here comes Eki. Burns. Sauced off the boards. Intercepted again. Coming back the other way. Sisu looking for his first of this game. And it's Smith. No shot could be available. Eki able to knock the puck away at the last moment. Can Eki clear? 4 minutes to go here in the first period of this best of 3. Pacioretty works his way in and nothing doing as that puck trickles down behind. What do you see in there, Endo, as the net comes off its moorings?
Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of equal chances, opportunities for both players right now. Obviously, Eki has the lead right now with the 1 goal. But in the same breath, you've seen that Sisu have opportunities to get in front of the net. He's looking for that cross crease right in front, the typical EHEs, as some people like to call it. And just looking for the opportunity to go through to get something on the board, because if it's all reliable, it might well work for you. And it might work here, right here for him as well.
Well, again, old reliable, so much experience on land, learning how to play from behind, learning how to play with the lead. We'll see what Eki's able to draw up here to contain Sisu, who has just been phenomenal offensively and defensively as one of the game's young, shining stars. As he turns that one over to Eki, poked free. Now looking to bring this one back up. Eki finds stall. Pacioretty dropped to Jarvis right side. As he'll throw this one in behind the net. Final minute approaching here. Eki the 1-0 lead here in period number 1. As walking on the left-hand side. Pulls it off the goal line, looking for space. Man, not going back door just yet. As you could tell, he was waiting for that pass to set up. Waiting for his computers to get in position, and never happened. Couldn't get a good shot away. As period number 1 coming to a close, it is a 1-0 lead for Eki. Is that kind of what you were expecting? He opened the game with a very strong showing with an offensive possession. Sisu had a couple of chances, but only held to 1 shot. Let me know what you think about that, Endo, as you see that time on attack difference.
Yeah, big opportunities there for Eki, just having it in the zone a little bit. You could say he's a little dancing in front, trying to find that pass or trying to put that short side backhand shot. So far, it's not looking up for him, but he's trying to do something, just kind of dance in front and create some opportunities, which you probably may not see coming through. You never know.
As Eki punches this one into the offensive zone, finding Svechnikov down low, curling it back. Up top, Mikas drops to Slavin. Slavin right-hand side, he'll swap with his D partner. Now we'll throw that on, tip in front. Olmark able to fight that one off, and now Sisu will get to clear. One thing that Eki told me is that the only thing I knew about Sisu before 23 is that he grinded enough channel points in my stream to become a VIP. So certainly watching one of the best, and you see kind of maybe Eki has been a mentor to him, so to speak, from watching all of the success he's had. So that's kind of nice to see. And like you said, that David versus Goliath feel is Sisu with the breakout here. Wide left. Swings it back. Lindholm. Can he get this one in onside? He does. Marchand. Here comes Sisu looking for his first on land. As he brings this one in behind the net. Fed out in front. Bergeron could not get a handle on it. And now Eki roaring back the other way as he'll cross his way into the slot. Brings this one wide right, crossing the face-off dot. And back up top to the blue line is pushed out. And now Sisu works his way in. Stifled in the neutral zone by Eki is a nice reset there on the breakout. Jarvis into the offensive zone. Pacioretty here for Eki. Stahl sends it across. He scores! Pacioretty rips one home. Eki has the 2-goal lead.
Great pass in front there. Eki sending it in front over there, the stall, just kind of faking with the shot a little bit, sending it back over the patches just to put in the back of the net there. A 2-0 lead in your first game, especially what's halfway here through the second period, is something you definitely want. Any lead is good, but just having an insurance goal is even sweeter.
Well, defense is something that Eki has really wanted to get back to what he knows and loves in 23. One thing that he's really tried to up his game now here, getting that second chance. He's done well so far to keep Sisu at bay. Now having that 2-goal lead, you're going to start to see Eki get more and more comfortable. And he's right where he wants to be. As a defensive zone face-off, that one's tied up as Eki wins it, but turned right over. Sisu coming back the other way. Errant pass there, intercepted. Eki immediately into the offensive zone. He'll throw this one down around the boards. And Sisu now coming back with it. Sent that one up. Pavel Zacha comes in. Back in! He scores! First goal on land for the kid, cutting into that goal to 2-goal lead, bringing it down to 1.
Yeah, just a great play right there, finding the open opportunity to skate through and go low backhand. Just great play in general. He finally gets a break after having so many cuts up front of the ice and cuts that lead down to 1.
And Eki right back with it. Wants the 2-goal lead back. Doesn't go on the Svechnikov shot. Working with Carolina is Eki. Turns that one over to Grizzlick. Now Zacha again. Bruins breaking this one out here. Sisu turns that one over to Eki. Eki looking to clear his zone into the neutral zone. Aho finding Nikas. Nikas looking to reset this one and find a better passing option here. As now just a 1-goal lead for Eki. We'll see if Sisu gets some confidence here, but Svechnikov sends that one off the pad of Olmark. Nikas. Eki still threatening here, wants a 2-goal lead back. Svechnikov with a long-range shot. Steered harmlessly into the corner. Grizzlick breaks this one out through Hall. As Hall finds Zacha again, the goal scorer here for Sisu. Looking to go to work once more and get this game tied up. Sends it back to DeBrusque. DeBrusque walks in, short side chance. Turned away, and now Eki on the breakout. Finding Svechnikov over the blue line. Svechnikov feeds it out in front. Eki had a man in behind the defense, but just ran out of room. As now 4:50 to go here. As Eki working his way in, turns that one over. What are you seeing here, Endo? What does Sisu have to do to get on the board right now?
I think he's got to find opportunities to find a cut right through. Oh, cut right through. Big shot and a bigger save from the goaltender over there in Carolina. I think it's Freddie Anderson back there. But just, right now, it just seems very, really good opportunities both sides as well. Just not sure what's going to have to break it over for Sisu. Maybe just a lucky bounce or lucky opportunity because both guys are playing really, really good, pristine hockey right now. Bigger save right there by Allmark.
And as you were saying, you know, you have to find those cut passes. And as you were saying it, he found himself with a man backdoor. Just didn't go his way. Anderson will play that one out for Eki. Gardner. Oh, nice play there on the forecheck as he's waiting for some bodies to give him some support here. And it's Sisu. Walks in, short side chance again. You're seeing him really favor, and he scores! Tie game from Sisu, 4-2 at his bounce. Endo.
Just great pressure in general in front. AJ Greer just being there for the rebound to put in the back of the net there. And having a tie game right now is something you definitely want going to a third period, especially right now. You can even see Sisu in the bottom right corner in that gamer lean leading right forward. He wants this as bad as anybody else.
Well, he switched it up, got aggressive, and it paid off for him. Eki was unable to clear, and now here comes Sisu again. As he finds Marchand. Marchand with a centering feed, kicked off the skate. Swung back down low. That will do it. Another period of play in the books.
Just great work in general. Good even matchup just for both the guys right now. You can see that Eki had a little bit of the lead going through into the first period, coming into the second period here. You can tell right now 14 shots on goal right now. That is just incredible, especially in a high-level game like this right now. You can see that Eki's having the opportunities, more time on attack, more shots again, like we said, and just having more opportunities. But all depends on how many times you're able to put that puck in the back of the net. They don't ask how. They ask how many.
And it's Sisu, the one that was able to climb back from a 2-0 deficit. Thought maybe nerves would play a factor first time on land. Kid's doing all right so far as a big save there from Olmark. Eki trying to regain that lead he opened up the game with.
Trying to get some pressure as much as he can to get some onslaught of offense right now. That basically Eki trying to be the Eki that we know and love and remember.
Clean win off the draw in the defensive zone for Sisu. Marchand works up the wing, edges out his defender on the boards, and he'll take it back into the neutral zone, finding Bergeron into the offensive zone. Left-hand side here, working for Sisu. Maybe waiting for a man to go in behind for him, doesn't go. Takes this one in and out of the slot. Marchand, left-hand side, bumped away by Eki. And we'll see if he's able to clear. Svechnikov working here for Eki, repping the Carolina Hurricanes. Now Slavin finding Aho clean into the zone. Left-hand side, sends one out in front, intercepted. Great defense. Be right where he had to be for Sisu, taking away that offensive threat. Pasternak sends this one in behind. Marchand was there, but it's Eki that got there first. Eki working his way up, intercepted in the neutral zone. Pasternak here for Sisu. Sisu, short side chance again. Does not go. I mentioned he was favoring the short side. That's when he got that bounce in front. We'll see if it pays off for him again here. Into the offensive zone, still with Lindholm now. It's Sisu looking to take the lead. Zaka, far side shot. Turned aside by Anderson here for Eki. Eki in his own defensive zone, once again getting aggressive. That's how Sisu got on the board. Doesn't go as he sends this one down. Omar comes out to play it. And that was a close call there, Endo.
Yeah, that was really scary. A one opportunity, one missed pass like that or interception in front, and something happens. And another big save by Omar. He throws it back out again. Just a quick little play to get the offense going and get something going the other way.
And now Eki with a good forecheck of his own, able to get that puck back after Olmark played it out. Back up top, Shea. Now Burns. Burns throws this one down low. Aho on the forehand working. No lane available just yet. Sisu able to dig it out as he finds Hall up top. Poked away by Eki. We've seen that great defense by Eki play a role at times. He's going to need more of that here. Now Burns in the zone clean. The behemoth that is Burns. An absolute versus maniac build to use. If you're good at protecting the puck, we know like Eki is. Now Kasha works this one into the offensive zone. Eki has space to work with. Goes on the forehand. Does not shoot. That's that patience I'm talking about. Waiting for the guaranteed look rather than taking something that might just turn into a giveaway. Eki now with Burns up top. Swings it down right side. Teravainen and Kasha. Kasha looking for his man. Doesn't let it go. Back up top blue line. Shea hands it down to Burns as he drives towards the goal. Takes it back out. Right hand side. Teravainen swings it in behind the goal and turned over. No. Maintains possession. Short side chance. Saw a lot of that in NHL 22. Not as prevalent this year. Great chance there for Eki, but nothing going as now the delayed penalty from Eki, and we'll see if Sisu is able to capitalize here as his goaltender will head to the bench. Now Coyle over the line. Nope, check that back into the neutral zone. Clean reset here. Gets in clean as well. Looks for his man. Spins around. Has Smith. Smith pulls it back. Looking towards the net. Waiting for an option as he's bumped off the puck. Touched up. And a penalty.
Yeah, just great play right there. Great hold out and wait there from Sisu to get his extra man on the ice. We can have a little more extra firepower right now. Well, both guys right now in terms of having puck possession are absolutely great and intact. And this is a big opportunity right now. It's a big save there by Freddie Anderson on the benefit of Eki there. Both guys are playing absolutely great, fantastic, but Eki is just known for his positional and possessional skill and just having the puck and be able to work it around and be able to dipsy doodle basically almost to his liking. It's going to be really, really intense for both players right now, especially with Sisu having the man advantage, and see what can happen right here. As Grizzly recovers it over here, skates in on his own. Dipsy doodle right in front, pass across, shoot, and missed opportunity right there. Slavin will cover. Pacioretty is back to Pacioretty. Carries it in the zone. Risky move here, being on a lesser of a man right down there. Passes to the point to Slavin. Slavin to the point to Pesci. Pesci back to Slavin. Holds it in front. Looks like he's going to kill out some time as much as he can in their zone, like a power kill. Bad pass over there to Marchand in the middle. Sisu recovering the puck here. Looks like right now his power play time is not looking as great as it could be. Not as many opportunities as he wants to right now, as the power play does expire as he has the puck in the middle of the zone. Bergeron right in front. Big save. Big shot. Scores! Brad Marchand for Sisu as Sisu takes the lead by 1 goal here. Definitely something you want to have right there. And I believe that there will be a timeout here for Eki.
All right, Endo, I am back. Sorry about the technical difficulties from my end. Great job on the call. As Sisu, maybe a chance to steal this one. As 1:19 to go, can Eki jump back into this game? As Eki on the forehand looks down low, didn't get his pass through. Turned back over, now Hall crosses the blue line. Sisu had a steam, intercepted Eki, coming back the other way. Svechnikov in over the line, works his way down, knocked away as Lindholm has a step. Lindholm, poked away last second. Sisu thought he was gone. Left hand side, Aho. Now Svechnikov works this one back up top, and Hall was waiting for him. Sisu right where he had to be. Now final 27 seconds here in game 1, this best of 3 series. In the final 4 here. It's Hall, left hand side, just trying to kill out the clock. Now finds Krejci back in front. Zaka rips one just wide as it was deflected. Back out in front. Zaka, 2 great chances there for Sisu. Turned aside. Final 7 seconds on the boards. Eki grabs it. Last chance, 3 seconds. Can he get in the zone? No, that will do it. Sisu takes game one, the 1-0 series lead in this best of three.
Yeah, just a great come out performance right now from Sisu, being down early in the game. I believe 2 goals to nothing, and just coming back and putting something in the back right there. He didn't get it on the power play like I thought he would, but in the same respect, he was still able to get some offense going through while he was trying to kill the time and while being in the zone. One bad turnover, one opportunity overhead. And that's usually just how it's going to happen when you're a top level player and a top level, like, respective guy. You're going to have to find little exploits or little certain things happening in the game and kind of read each other a little bit harder than before and just figure out what's going on in your favor. And Cease was able to figure out what's with Eki's game and how to dissect small little parts and get things going in his way right here. And it takes a 1-0 lead right so far in this series of 3.
Well, it's very surprising to me just not knowing who Sisu is and seeing the way that he was able to compose himself down by 2 and get himself back into the game. I mean, just wild scene there. Eki goes up 2-0. There is not many players in this league that will come back from a 2-goal lead that Eki did have. So Sisu, hey, once again, showed he belonged to be here. But on the other side, Eki knows how to play down in a series, down by goals, and he's not going anywhere. He's going to put his best foot forward here. We know how explosive he can be. And right into game 2. Swings that one across. McAvoy up to Marchand. Sisu into the offensive zone. Takes this wide left on the forehand. Curls it back up top of the left circle. Back to the blue line. Now finding Lindholm. Sisu going to work early here. McAvoy, left-hand side. Eki, we saw in game 1, take commanding lead early. Now Sisu looking to do that here in game 2. Now the left-hand side, swings it back. Lindholm works his way out to the boards, hands it off to Bergeron. Back to McAvoy. Left-hand side, now switches it up. Lindholm, right-hand side, curls in on the forehand. Finding Bergeron, right side. Bergeron takes this one in behind the net. Power move, protecting the puck as Bergeron now fed out in front. Marchand, no shot available. Too many sticks there in the lane. Now left-hand side, Aho works this left side. As Endo, can you take over for a minute for me?
Definitely, sure. Marchand with the puck back here, passes to McAvoy. McAvoy holds it up here. Gets him to pass it to Zaka. Zaka, a little dipsy doodle right in front of Krejci. Krejci shot, does not go through, recovers it back over here. Krejci in the corner. Pass it across, pass not through. Svech covers and takes it up down the ice. Svech, Eki. Eki back to the Pesci. Eki with a shot, no shot, holds it right here, holds it, waiting for the opportunity. Eki's been holding it so much this game, finding this perfect opportunity to get pucks on net, and so far keeps holding, passing around the stall. Stall covers in the middle. Shot goes wide over here, recovered by Sisu.
All right, Endo, I am back. Thank you for that. Just working through some technical difficulties on my end. Sisu fed out in front, Stall with the interception, and it's Eki coming right back with it, looking for our first goal of this period of this second game. And it's a game where if Sisu wins, he will knock Eki out. And sent one off. Rebound, he scores! Just like that, Stasny the recipient. That shot off the pad right where he had to be. Picking up the trash and throwing it home.
Yeah, again, you don't ask how, they ask how many. It just depends on how you put the puck in the back of the net there. And Eki getting back to another lead right now. We saw that he was able to hold on to a lead for a little bit, but then Sisu was able to climb back. So let's see exactly what happens here with Eki, who's basically trying to keep things as simple as he can right now, not make too many mistakes that could be costly.
As sent that one up top. Now Eki with the 1-0 lead, looking to make that 2. But here comes Sisu, looking for Krejci to edge out his man. Could not. As Eki into the offensive zone, Kasha takes this one on the forehand, makes 2 miss. As he works his way back up top, Burns driving right side, swings it back. As he looks for a lane here, takes this one onto the left-hand side, up to the blue line, Shea. As Shea now swings it back to Burns. Burns off to Kasha. Drop to Burns once more. Great cycle here from Eki as he threatens down low with Burns, and he's knocked down to the ice. Elite offense met with stout defense there on that possession. Zaka. Here comes Sisu. Long range shot just does not go. Looking for that tip in front, still with possession. Now Sisu attacking. Under 5 minutes to go here in the first period. Looking for the evening goal. Rizlik works this one in behind. Holding on the forehand, spins it back out, loses the puck. Hakaniyami finding Shea, now Teravainen. Once again, Eki working with Carolina as Sisu works with the Bruins. Burns in behind the net as he pulls that one out. Looking for the shot. No, blocked out in front. Sisu makes a good shot block there. Turns this one up ice. Finds the nice cut. Here comes Coyle on the forehand and stifled. Nice play there. Eki able to get himself back in the play. Coyle once again right side. Sisu sends it out in front. Smith looking for the shot. Denied. Left-hand side here for Eki. Takes this one across the blue line clean. As he'll spin this one down low. Hartenhook looking in front. Nothing doing. Still with the puck. Poked away. Regains possession. No shot there. Looking for the drop. Intercepted there by Sisu. Final 10. Cross the line clean. Makes one miss. Coyle looking backdoor. Covered well by Eki. Knew right where he was going and put his guys where they had to be, Endo.
Yeah, this is some great play regardless, and it's just great work from both parties right here. Whether it's Eki, whether it's Sisu. Again, Eki may have the lead, but you've seen Sisu climb back and kind of cement his space as someone who could be a potential juggernaut, possibly, because of how well he's been able to compose himself against Eki so far in this game. Looks like he has no nerves, fully leaned in. You can't see the look on his face. He's kind of leaning too far in for us to see, but I can definitely tell he's definitely into the game and willing to get back in the scoreboard right now.
He is locked in. Will Eki bring this lead to 2? As it's intercepted. No, regains possession. Sends it out in front. He scores! Taking commanding possession of that early offensive zone threat. Endo, how'd he do it?
Just came through and just did what he had to do to get right through there and just looked perfectly pristine and doing what he has to do. Basically, Eki being Eki. There's no other words to put it.
Well, like I said, it's the patience. You think he's going to make one play or maybe take a shot, doesn't, and finds the perfect opportunity to hit the back of the net. Eki up 2-0. Just like game 1, can Sisu come back? We saw him do it one time. Marchand, backhand, forehand, upstairs. He scores!
Just a great move right there to get in front, too, and hits him with a swagger, little Conor McGregor-esque kind of walking through, showing that, oh, I may be down 1, but you know what? I still got a little life left in me, and he gets another tie. Hopefully, yeah. Excuse me. Oh, as he ties the game, that's a commentator's curse there, right there. Absolute great play from Bergeron, just skating right in front. He makes the pass right through and puts it 5-hole right between the wickets there of Freddie Anderson.
Well, Sisu drew 2 Eki defenders in behind and just found his man in front with the sauce wide open, looking for a quick third goal there. Doesn't go. Not able to get the shot away. And man, Sisu has certainly been impressive here today, battling both games, coming from down 2, now evening this game 2 up. If Sisu wins, he will eliminate Eki and move on to our finals. Krejci in over the line as he'll swing this one back. Eki with the puck now in the neutral zone. He'll look for the offensive zone with Pacioretty. Quick right stick work there. Shot on rebound attempt is gathered by Sisu, and the zone is cleared. This one swung all the way down as Eki looking to regroup his troops here. Burns. Fresh skaters on the ice here as Aho in over the line. Takes this one around his man Burns. Drops it back to Shea. Shea, Aho, now Burns again. Burns works it through Aho once more. Left side down low is Nikas. Nikas looking for the shot. No, doesn't take it as in behind the net once again. Wraps it on the forehand, hands it off to Svechnikov. Up top, Burns give and go. Svechnikov, Burns left side. Burns takes this one bottom of the left-hand circle as he's possessing the puck, not being threatened too much here. Svechnikov in all alone. Aho sends that one off the iron maybe, as it looked like he had a clear cut to the net, but the shot did not go. Over the line is Sisu finding Krejci left side. Krejci spins this one out. Finding Hall. Hall with a shot, pad save. Eki looking to regroup once again. Sends this one up to Aho into the neutral zone. Has a step. Does Eki, maybe a 2-on-1. Finds his man. No, does not connect. Errant pass there. Had a man. Couldn't find a way tape to tape. Coming right back with it, and Olmark had to make a nice save there. In behind once more. Aho swings it out in front. Shot stopped and out of play with 7:56 to go.
Just great offense on both sides right now. Just, again, I'm lost for words in terms of how to describe this game and how both guys are playing right now, Eki and Sisu. Eki having the positional play, being able to find out those perfect passes and perfect pristine, as the way he holds onto the puck on his forehand just to kind of divert your expectations a little bit. Just drives me insane as a commentator because you don't know when he's going to shoot or when he's going to pass it through. He shoots and he scores right there with the pass up front to match Pacioretty. Just puts it in the back of the net. As I said, you don't know what's going to happen when it comes to Eki. You don't know if it's going to be a pass in front, it's going to be a pass in the back. You don't know where he's going to attack from. He's just that explosive in terms of just deceptive as well too. You never know what's going to happen with Eki, and you can never count him out either as well.
A little bit of Thomas Vanek there walking into the slot and just ripping a clapper top shelf. Sure, if you could rip a puck through the net in this game, that one would have. Absolute missile as Eki regaining that lead here in the second. 6:10 to go. Right hand side, Eki fighting for his semifinals lives here, trying to force a game 3. He did lose game 1 after going up by 2. And he did blow the 2-goal lead here, but able to compose himself and get back in the lead. As Eki working here with Carolina Teravainen, now Slavin drops it off. As Eki curling it back, looking for a lane through. Nothing opening up just yet for Eki. Immense patience. He's fine, just chalking up that time on attack. Finds this one to Stasny. Another goal scorer there. Slavin works this one left-hand side. As in behind the net, pressured. Still with the puck. Final 3 minutes here in the second period. A 3-2 lead here for Eki as Slavin works his way in, bumped off the puck. Battle for it in the corner as Sisu now will see if he can clear. Pressured by Eki, but able to get the clearing pass through. Out of the zone, Marchand into the offensive zone for Sisu. As he's looking to attack the slot with a shot, maybe a rebound. Pasternak could not corral the puck in as Marchand in behind the net. Marchand here for Sisu, looking to get himself back in this game. Sisu just 16 years of age. Another short side chance. Loves the short side. That's one thing that I've noticed almost immediately. He's tried it time and time again. Did get that one backhand, forehand shot off. But other than that, those short side tries have been stifled. Endo, what do you see there in that period?
Yeah, to comment on the short side shots, the way I think he's playing the game is he's trying to bait the goaltender to kind of overskate a little bit and overposition themselves to open up that short side shot to just slide it right through the pads or right over the glove or blocker respectively of the goaltender itself too. It's worked so far in some aspects, but he may need to try something a little bit different. Maybe try for a rebound shot by shooting far side, because that could be working in his favor as well.
Well, we'll see if he takes your advice. Here's Eki, shot, score! Just like that, making quick work of his first possession in the third period, extending that goal lead to 2.
Yeah, just a great opportunity in front too, having his 2 skaters right there attacking the puck. You can see right now he holds off a little bit, waits for his forwards to get into position to set up for the 1T, and it's just tic-tac-toe back of the net. There's not much you can do right there if you're Sisu, or even if you're a goaltender like Allmark back there. Just when something like that happens, it's picture perfect.
Absolutely right. So we've seen Sisu come from behind 2 times. And now backhand shot. He scores while falling to the ice. The seas parted for him, and he chucks that one in. Sisu back on the board. A quick answer.
Yeah, just quick answer, quick response to just skates through, has the opportunity, just leans back there, and with that last, what is it they call it? The last chance puck movement, puck possession move, backhand right there. Just beautiful execution right there from Sisu. Climbing himself back there, cuts the lead back down the 1. We've heard this story before. We're cutting the lead back down a little bit. Let's see what we can happen here with the rest of this game coming up.
Well, and that's exactly what I was saying. He's come from down 2 goals 2 times. Can he do it a 3rd time? Certainly making the argument that he can here. As Eki was looking for his 5th goal of this game, didn't go. Nikas out in front, tripped up. Eki going on the power play.
Just a penalty you don't want to take there if you're Sisu. I know you're down a little bit right there, but against not even just Eki, just a top player in general, you never want to be down and out, especially taking a penalty right there is not essential. Big save there from Allmark, bailing him out though.
As now Eki looking for that back door, finding Slavin, driving towards the net, far side shot, stopped by Allmark. Still with possession is Eki on the power play, looking for that 2-goal lead in behind the net. Looking for that short side chance on the near side post, didn't go. As walking around his own net, Sisu looking to clear. Eki stops him in the neutral zone, punches this one back in on sides. Poked away as Marchand now has a step left side. Marchand, see what he can do one-on-one. Waiting up and throws that one off the pad. Eki roaring back the other way. Svechnikov in over the line. Takes this one in. Now looking for that backhand pass. Doesn't let it go. Top side of the right circle. Hands it off in the blue line. Off the blue line and out of the zone, Endo.
Yeah, almost a big turnover right there with McAvoy coming off from the penalty. This could have been a really, really dangerous situation right there for Eki.
As Eki walks in, does not shoot, and that's kind of some of the things I'm talking about. It's frustrating because you're like, what are you doing? But he certainly knows what he's doing, waiting for the perfect chance. And I'm just sitting here like, man, I'd be flicking up on my right stick, but he does not. And sends that one across, Hall buries it as Sisu ties this game up.
Talk about flicking up on the right stick. Just a good pass right across to Taylor Hall, who's just sitting right there waiting for the pass in front. Good execution, great hold right there. Basically, essentially a give and go. Spins around, gives him the backhand over there. I believe that's Krejci, and just gets it right back on his tape and back of the net.
How about that L2 move with Taylor Hall out of Sisu? Sisu showing a little bit of his thumb skill there, and for the third time, we have seen Sisu erase a 2-goal lead.
It's incredible to see someone who's not going to basically back down to any pressure and back down and say that, you may be the big guy, you may be older than me, have more experience, but I'm a young pup. I can get through here, and I can show that I deserve to be at this spot right now. I deserve a spot not only at the semifinal, but even at the final itself.
And Eki has so much experience with his back up against the wall. We'll see what he can do here now, tied with his semifinal life on the line at Zaka. Sisu Hall scores! Sisu takes the lead.
You can see the look on Eki's face right there as well, too, with the reaction of that goal going in. Just kind of not really sure what the goaltender there and Freddie Anderson was doing right there. Just instead of going sliding across, he hugs the post on the right side, which kind of spells disaster right there for Eki, and a little bit of a blessing right there for Sisu, who's been definitely fighting a lot in this game to get back into his spot, and he has his first lead.
Yeah, one of the unfortunate realities of NHL 23 is the goaltenders like to hug the wrong pipe quite often, as doesn't go his way there. Now Eki trailing, and I mentioned he's one of the best players when he's down by a goal, able to compose himself, get back into it. We'll see what he can do here now, giving up that lead as he works this one in the neutral zone. Now Nikas gets this one in onside, works towards the slot, left-hand side. Finding some open space does Eki. Now Svechnikov working with the right stick, back to Nikas. Nikas looking for Svechnikov. He ties this game up. Far side snipe.
Just a great positional play right there in front, too. Just waiting to see what can happen, seeing the shot opportunities from both sides. Both are from Svech and they're from Nikas. Just waiting to see what was going to happen in terms of the goaltender. And Olmark just overcommits to one side a little bit too much and just puts the puck in the back of the net there.
And you see what Eki did there with the right stick when he found himself in the slot, avoiding the poke check of Sisu, opening up that pass lane back where the pass came from, able to just find and bury that shot. Eki roaring back to tie this game up at 5. Now here we go. McAvoy here for Sisu. After now Sisu giving up his lead. Marchand looks for the spin pass off the skate. Seen Sisu get very aggressive at times that could create an odd man rush the other way. Now Eki down into the corner. Right hand side here working. Looks into the slot. Pacioretty just waiting for pressure there. Wants to pull his man out. As Eki left hand side now with the puck. Works it along the boards. On the forehand. Looking for the slot once again. Denied there by Sisu. But still with the puck is Eki. Throws it down low. Looks back, a cross shot right on. Omar came out to cover it, completely missed. And that puck is chopped down into the defensive zone of Eki, Endo.
Yeah, that's an incredible chop, and not only that, just incredible play from Omar himself. They're being super aggressive, but this time it ends up happening good well in their favor.
Absolutely right. 4 minutes and 30 seconds to go here in game 2. Eki with Nikas. Spins himself out of danger, pulls it off the boards. Bumped again by Sisu. Works his way right-hand side hash up top. Now Slavin. Slavin goes right side. Svechnikov! Far side shot! He scores! Once again, seeing that patented Eki catch and release far side, Endo.
Yeah, just another good play in general. Like, all these are great, amazing plays from both in the defensive aspects, but you're on the offense, you gotta find a way to exploit and just figure out what's gonna work for you. And it seems like that's an opportunity that's working in his favor right now, as we see, excuse me, as we see Steve take a little time out there just to breathe and compose and get some rhythm back in there, kind of freeze Eki a little bit, get some extra energy in his players and his skaters, and see what can happen here after we get a reset.
And if you're Eki, hey, been there, done that, down by 1, no problem, ties the game up, regains his lead, and Sisu is certainly pushing Eki to be his best.
Yeah, he's definitely pushing to work harder and work crazier than before, and just going through and doing whatever he can to cement himself as possibly someone who does not want to go down without a fight at least.
Absolutely not. Final 2:20 here. Bergeron works it. Backdoor scores! And just like that, Sisu ties this game up.
That is an incredible sequence of passes right there. We see a little spinorama pass right through from Brad Marchand, and passes right in front of there to Pasta, who also just put in the back of the net there. I could argue possible goaltending interference there, but at the end of the day, we don't write the rules. We just write what we see on the screen right there as he gets that goal right there. Big, huge opportunity right there off of the reset to tie the game up here at 6.
Sisu's quick strike ability is unreal, and that's just some of those young thumbs going to work. As Marchand sends that one off, poked away. Anderson covers up, plays it out here for Eki. Now once again tied. Final minute approaching, the slow minute here. Eki's life is on the line, has to win to force a game 3 here in our semifinal number 1. You guys are watching the ECL 23 Winter 1v1, and it's Eki getting the shot off Olmark, the cover, but turns it back over. Svechnikov works his way out of danger. Right-hand side, looking to swing this one up top. Pulls it down off the goal line. Nikas turned over as Pasternak coming back the other way. Here comes Sisu, has speed, tripped up by Eki, as now Sisu gonna get a chance with the man advantage. And here comes Hall down low to Pasternak. Turns that one over, touched up. Power play coming here, Endo.
This is not a good thing you want to take, especially in a tie game when you're late like this. I'm not going to say anything else. I'm not going to do anything. I'm going to keep my mouth shut.
Stick lift there, one clean. And here comes Sisu on the man advantage. Can he find a way to knock off Eki and knock him out of this tournament for the second time? As Pacioretty over the blue line, crosses the red into the offensive zone. Eki has a man on him, but works his way out of danger. On the forehand, looks for the shot into the glove of Olmark and covered up with 2.6 to go.
That's probably the safest play Eki could have made right there, just to kind of hold it off, kill as much time as you can, and to put a shot on goal to see what could happen. You never know.
Couldn't agree more. Defensive zone faceoff here for Sisu, tied up as Eki, final chance at a shot, looking for the buzzer beater, denied by Olmark. And there is our score heading into overtime. It is 6-6, Endo.
And just insane goaltending, mishaps as well too. Mishaps as well. Just generally great offensive play from both players right now, just coming out of the gates here, just firing. We knew that was going to be a thing to happen, but we didn't think it was going to be this crazy.
Eki on the penalty kill, coughs that one up. Now Sisu has speed. Sisu has a man in behind the defense, couldn't get the pass away, and sends that one off the skate. Bergeron a try off the backhand. Anderson with the cover up.
Yeah, just great stop here from Freddie, just to hold it up there. Good play by Eki, just kind of compose himself a little bit. Hopefully things don't go too crazy right now. Just try to stay alive and just kind of keep things composed.
As this one is sent back for McAvoy, working the boards here. Sisu, Lindholm. Now Pasternak has a man, backdoor, just misses the wide open net. As now Sisu going back to work here offensively, looking to back his man down. Off to the right-hand side, works with Pasternak. Waiting for that pass across, he scores! Sisu will advance to the championship.
The young David takes down the Goliath. He was given a second chance. Eki swept here by Sisu. Amazing performance from both players right here, but Sisu definitely showing that he may be the youngest, but he definitely has the skill and has something to prove here in the ECL 1v1 winter season so far, as he'll move on to the final. And he'll move on, and we'll see who he will be up against very, very shortly here. Because that was an
That
absolute insane gameplay.
was
Oh my
just
goodness.
incredible, as I believe we are going to have an interview here with Sisu in just a moment. As
Wow.
holy cow, that is one of the best games I've had the pleasure of watching. And Sisu just would not give up. Every time he had the puck, he was a threat to score within seconds of gaining the line, and he just never gave up. Went down a couple of times, and again, you're going down 2 goals to Eki. 9 times out of 10, that's the game right there. But Sisu said no. He said, I deserve to be here, knocking off one of the world's best in Eki on land.
Yeah, just great work in general from not only just Eki just trying to fighting in there, trying to keep things really, really close in general too, but Sisu getting the upper hand there and just being able to work hard and not only just play when you were down, but just be able to just prove yourself to make efforts to go through and just great work from both guys. And I can't wait to see who Sisu's gonna be gonna be facing up against next.
It looks like we do have our interviews lined up. Let's swing down there for our first interview.
Thank you, Grace. I'm here once again with Eki after this highly competitive series, right?
Yeah, very competitive. Yeah, just couldn't defend. I don't know why. Last week I felt like my gameplay has been pretty good. It started pretty good in both of the games. I feel like offensive wise, maybe I wasn't as straightforward as I wanted to be, but still I scored some goals. But you know, Sisu's counterattacks, he went down the wing and forced the cross creases, and I tried everything, but I just couldn't find a way to stop it.
Yeah, so no, it must feel pretty tough to lose this, and it's a heavy disappointment. But I've got a silver lining for you. Actually, heading into this finals event, Sisu told me that he's been watching a lot of your YouTube videos, learning from you on Twitch. So did you maybe see something in his game that you're familiar with?
Playing with full attack and the counter attacks, and then the way he defended the middle. So yes, yeah, I did. His like the way he performed today, first time on LAN as a 16-year-old is pretty amazing to me.
Yeah, definitely a heroic effort by the young Sisu in this semifinal game. Lastly, you told me heading into this series that you've been working a lot on your game, and you've not been quite satisfied with how you're doing. So, what's something you're going to be doing in terms of that moving forward?
It's difficult because now online I felt like I got things going where I wanted this week. I played like crazy for this when I got the invite. Was expecting a better result, but then on LAN always the game feels a bit different. The game is a bit slower. You almost kind of have to play different online and LAN, and that's kind of a somewhat tough thing to adjust to. So yeah, I have some figuring out to do. The qualifiers for the Tampa Bay Lightning tournament are tomorrow. So yeah, I just will play different, similar than I did at home, and hope I succeed there. But yeah, this was a bit of a disappointment.
Yeah, thank you, Eki, and good luck in the future.
All right, guys, welcome back. Yeah, Endo, there's our first interview with Eki, and some strong words there. You know, you saw coming down on that quick strike, the cross crease going right through. Just did not go his way that time, Endo.
Yeah, just didn't go through the way he wanted it to, and sometimes that happens. It's unfortunate that something like this happens in a big, massive tournament and massive final, semifinal, respectively, like today. But sometimes it's just how the way it goes. It was still a competitive game. You could see from Eki that he definitely wanted to have a better opportunity, better game. But at the same time, Sisu was just came through, just going at it and gave all that he could and all that he did there too. And definitely confirmation there from our interviewee there saying that Eki was a bit kind of like a mentor in kind of the way to Sisu, who definitely watched a lot of his videos, watched a lot of his gameplay. So maybe he had an advanced kind of understanding of how Eki played in certain ways. Maybe he had more experience than anybody else of knowing that this is how he plays. Maybe this is how I need to play on the ice to replicate it or just kind of beat it, because your biggest fans sometimes kind of know a lot more than you probably think about you and how the way you play.
Well, like I mentioned, he did watch enough of Eki's streams to get that VIP in there. That was the only thing Eki really knew about him before this year. Well, I'm sure Eki knows a lot about him now, as he gave him his best foot forward. Sisu punching his ticket to the championship. Guys, don't go anywhere. We are going to hear a quick ad break from our sponsor.